Hi everyone, Caroline here. If you're one of those beings who receive information through downloads, through dreams, through light codes, through working with any spiritual tool, if the information is coming to you from a higher source and you know it, you must share it if you're guided to. Don't hesitate to share that information in some format because it's so crucial sometimes to understand the significance of these high codes and how they impact the collective. You know what I mean? Sometimes you get these things and this information and you really can't believe that they're coming through. And sometimes you can believe that they're coming through. But because we're just like, oh my God, this cannot possibly be, we tend to doubt that information. But that information is crucial. In February of 2023, I had a dream in which I was asking a question. And that question was, what's going to happen tomorrow? What's going to happen tomorrow? It's almost like I was making this inquiry into the future, which is really, really rare for me to do usually because I tend to live in the present moment. So, considering what I know now, that dream was really significant. The answer to that question I was asking, what should we expect for tomorrow, or what should I expect for tomorrow, or what's going to happen tomorrow? The answer to that question was a picture of a clown. I vividly saw in that dream a clown. And you know what makes this thing so funny? Is because I personally, in my life, I do not care about clowns. I don't even focus on clowns unless I see a picture of a clown somewhere. I'll probably never notice a clown. But when I saw it in my dream, I was like, what is this clown doing in my dream? You know what I mean? When I tell you that clowns don't exist in my vocabulary, I mean they do not exist in my vocabulary. So why on earth would a clown be showing up in my dream? So this made me feel somehow that I needed to pay attention. So this clown that I saw, it had a sad face. I even drew it. It kind of looked like this. It was a clown with a white shirt with stripes, and it just had this sad mouth, sad lips. It looked so weak. It looked so defeated. It looked so miserable. And I felt some type of way inside me, even within the dream. And I was thinking, what does this mean? And you know what? I wanted to share this. I even ended up making a video at some point trying to talk about this thing. And I thought to myself, you know what, Caroline? This is not the type of content you want to put out there. You know what I mean? So I didn't put out that content at that time. But now it is so, so clear to me that it is really crucial to just bring forward the information that spirit is giving you if you need to bring forward that type of information. There's no point of hiding anything. We are all grown, we can all handle everything, and now we are caught up in a situation where I truly see that that clown actually represents what's actually happening in the world out there. How the world is sort of disintegrating or reorganizing itself or restructuring itself. If you look out there just in the political scene, in different countries, the way people are behaving, the way, oh my gosh, you know what's happening out there. Nobody at this point can actually say that life is what it used to be like many years ago. It's almost like what is going on is the constant question that everyone is asking. What is going on? But we know what's going on. It's just that we can't believe that this is how things are actually falling apart. And we cannot also believe that we are actually existing in this type of world that we are existing in right now. Because I think many of us kind of had this illusion that there was going to be some type of utopia or some type of just fairy tale that was going to go on, and or maybe that certain people would be kind of experiencing a type of life that was not in this physical experience that we is currently crumbling. You know what I mean? We kind of had that illusion because we really didn't know what to expect. And maybe we did, but we just didn't know how things were going to play out. But things are really playing out in that way. And life is just like a clown. Life is a sad joke. You know what I mean? I really had to even look up, what does a clown represent? I mean, it's an illusion. It's some kind of magical fairy tale experience where it provides some type of temporary humor, or it tries to capture some nasty thing and present it in a funny way, or I don't even know what clowns do, to be honest, other than the fact that they go out to children's whatever, whatever, they do their clown things out there, and people use them for some type of entertainment. And this is just exactly how I'm perceiving life to be. You know what I mean? Like when you look out there and you're like, clowns, they're actually even calling people clowns. You know what I mean? It's just everything is so clownish, so fake. So I don't know, it's some type of reality. It's real out there, but it appears so fake. And I mean, it's unbelievable what's happening out there, but it is what it is. It's necessary that it happens because people have to play a specific role in order to shake things up, to force and compel people to awaken or to see different kinds of things that they need to see to force their evolution. Because this is really the reason why we are here. We are here to evolve, no matter what it takes. I'm telling you, sometimes it's not going to be a goody goody type person who shows up. And sometimes the person we think is, not a goody goody is a goody goody because the goody goody is gonna, or the supposed bad person or whatever. There's no polarity. I'm just using these words as a descriptive way to describe, good and bad, right or wrong. But whatever is happening is for a higher purpose, if you totally understand what it is. I personally, to be quite frank, I just haven't been on board with certain characters that are now in this whole experience. But I do understand their role. You know what I mean? I can't, I mean, at this point, I am kind of neutral to my experience because I just perceive certain things and just accept that, okay, this is what it is. I don't feel that emotional attachment that I used to have about certain characters in the past. So, in a way, I'm kind of proud of myself because I notice how much I have evolved in that sense. And now I'm just accepting of any clownish behavior out there that's gonna bring evolution. Let it be. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not gonna resist it. I am in total acceptance. It is what it is. But in 2023 February, like I said, that dream in which I was asking a question, what's going to happen in the future, it showed me this sad clown. I mean, I wish the clown was happy, but it wasn't. It's a sad clown. So I'm assuming based on that things are going to keep making people sad, and you know there's going to be some kind of despair because obviously maybe people are not accepting of what's happening. But eventually it will lead to our higher evolution. And now I see this, and that's the reason I'm making this video. And I also just want to encourage anyone, if information is coming forward for you, just put it out there, because if you need to put it out there, because certain things you have to keep to yourself. But if you feel guided, please do so. And also, there's this other aspect of maybe the timing wasn't right. Maybe you receive information, but the timing is not right for you to put out that information. I got this information about how the state of the world will be. And at the bare minimum, what I'm able to share is that I definitely saw this thing as being so clownish. It was such a weird dream. I wasn't really scared, but it was really revealing and shocking to me because it wasn't the thing that I wanted. I wanted something completely different. You know what I mean? Just based on my life and the things that I'm expecting for myself, I just wasn't expecting that was what I was going to be shown. I was expecting, oh, well, maybe I'm going to be shown like, this kumbaya, happy utopia thing. But no, it was just some weird experience, this clownish thing that you're going through right now. And I wasn't ready to accept it at that time. I wasn't even ready to share it at that time. And so I did not. So sometimes it's just a matter of timing. Now I feel pretty comfortable. It is what it is. I'm okay with it. And so I'm just like, okay, if you have any information and you feel guided, share it. So tell me, do you guys have anything to share? Do you have any information that you are afraid to share or have been hesitant to share or whatever? Let me know in the comment section. And until next time, bye.